I'm not really sure how the whole thing got started. I remember when Doug first fell at the end of the park, and we came upon him and visited him in the hospital. And then when he finally died, I was at a loss. I didn't know what to do. It really hit me really hard because we all loved Doug, and he was such a character that, you know, it's just hard to put words to it, the way Doug affected me. And I just wanted to get away, and I didn't know what to do. And my plan then was just get in my truck and drive off to Peoria. And cooler heads prevailed. Heidi talked me into staying at least until summertime. So we made the trip this summer. We drove the truck back to Peoria, and we stopped along the way and ran, actually this race right here in Steamboat Springs. I ran with Dale back there. And then we went on to Peoria, and we met Barbara back there. And there was a big pile of rocks back there at a nursery. And the guy got his bobcat, and he came out, and as things would be, the two ladies that wanted to pick the rock out wanted the one on the bottom of the pile. And you have to admit, it's a nice looking rock. So the guy got his bobcat and he dug, and there was a lot of mud and stuff. He was slinging mud around and digging, and he finally got that one out. And he went over and weighed it, and it was 1,360 pounds, I think. And my truck is rated to carry 1,375 pounds. So Bob and Heidi had to walk. So we loaded it up and headed back. And we had some exciting times on the way back. We got in Iowa, we got in the middle of a tornado. We showed out our door and watching it, the three of us, and it was just unbelievable. And we ran at Buffalo Bill's Ranch. We ran at Buffalo Bill's Ranch, and it was a fun time, or a nice time with Barbara. We got to spend time with Barbara, and think about the rock. You know, we had it with us the whole way. It was tied in the back of the truck, and we brought it back and we gave it to Parks and Recs, and they put it at their shed and held on to it for a week or so, and then they come out and they dug the hole and they set it in place. And from what I understand, they did it all on their own time. So they volunteered their own hours to come out and do it. So we came out, we set it up the way we like to have it set up. It's like this, and then he put the cement around it. So as it turns out, they did a really nice job, and we really appreciate them on their own time coming out and do this for Barbara, Doug, and for the rest of us. But as luck would have it, I think the first night it was here, there were some vandals coming to the park, and they tagged everything in the park, and they tagged the rock too. But we got it cleaned up, and I think there's some anti-graffiti stuff on the rock now. And they came out to put the inscription on it, and when the guy's sitting there going, he started doing the inscription, and then he goes, "Oh shit." So you know, I was kind of trying to get in front of Barbara because I didn't want her to see that something was going wrong over here. But they put a little rubber mat over this with a stencil cut out, and he blew it apart because it wasn't stuck really tight to the rock. And he was scratching his head, not knowing what to do, and I thought, oh my God, he messed the rock up. But his wife cut another Doug out and brought it over, and they glued the new Doug on, and he finished up. So you can't tell that he made a mistake. So things turned out good. So from that, we have the rock. And that's the whole story of the rock.